Everyone asks me the same question. Eva, I want to get into cybersecurity, but I have zero background. Where do I start? And I love that question because the answer is actually simpler than most people think. But first, if you're new here, hi. I am Eva, and together we try Hack Me. We help you build and grow your cybersecurity career from the ground up. If that sounds good to you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let's go. Cybersecurity is one of the fastest growing career fields right now. Organizations across finance, healthcare, tech, and government, they all are hiring security people. And no, AI will not replace cybersecurity people. In fact, it will create more cybersecurity jobs than ever. So I'm so glad you are here because we are going to do this together, friend. Let's talk about how to actually make the transition in 2026 step by step, starting from zero. Step one is building your technical foundation. Before you touch anything offensive, defensive, or any other tech tool, you need to be comfortable with the basics. That means understanding how networks work. Things like TCP, IP, firewalls, and VPNs. It means getting familiar with both Linux and Windows operating systems and being able to navigate the command line without panicking. These are not optional. They're the floor everything else is built on. TryHackMe's pre-security path is specifically built for this. It's beginner friendly, it's structured, and it walks you through exactly these fundamentals, step by step, before throwing you into anything more complex. Step two is figuring out which direction you want to go. Cybersecurity is not one job. It's a field with a lot of different specializations. And the sooner you know which one interests you, the more focused your learning can be. If you like the idea of thinking like an attacker, breaking into systems, finding vulnerabilities, that's the offensive side, also called penetration testing. TryHackMe's junior penetration tester path is built for that. If you'd rather be one detecting threats, monitoring systems, and responding to incidents, that's the defensive side. Blue team, SOC analysts, and security analyst work. The SOC level 1 path on TryHackMe covers exactly that. There is also digital forensics and incident response, which is more about investigating breaches after they happen, recovering evidence, figuring out what went wrong, and hardening systems so it doesn't happen again. Exploring these early helps you figure out where your strengths actually are. Step 3 is getting hands-on in real labs, okay? Reading about cybersecurity is not enough. Employers want to see that you can actually do the work. That's what virtual labs are for. You get to practice hacking into simulated machines in a safe environment. You can analyze attacker behavior in SOC-style scenarios and work through forensic cases with real tools people use in the real world. TryHackMe's Hacktivities Labs also gives you instant access to fresh challenges that keep your skills sharp. This is where theory turns into something you can actually show someone. Step 4, don't get stuck. Getting stuck is one of the biggest reasons people quit. You hit a lab, you hit a little issue, and then you're blocked and you get frustrated, and that frustration compounds, and then it gets so demotivating that you decide to give up. You want to hear something cool? TryHackMe literally has a built-in best friend to help you when you get stuck. That is your second bestie. I'm your number one bestie, I hope. Your second TryHackMe bestie is an AI learning assistant called Echo that gives you contextual hints when you're blocked, explains complex concepts in plain language, and it helps you connect what you're doing in a lab to the bigger picture. It's there to keep you moving, not to give you the answer, but to just get you unstuck so you can figure it out yourself. Step 5 is building a portfolio. Don't skip this one. Here is something a lot of beginners skip, and it's a huge mistake. Certifications absolutely matter, but employers also want evidence that you can think and communicate clearly. Start documenting your work, write lab reports, post walkthroughs on GitHub or personal blog, share what you're learning on LinkedIn. I'll clap for you. Participate in CTFs and write up how you solve challenges. Even if you put a simple write-up, over time this becomes your portfolio and you slowly build your brand and credibility. Step 6 is targeting the right entry-level roles and certifications. Some of the most common entry points into the field are SOC analyst, junior penetration tester, IT security support, and incident response analyst. For certifications, CompTIA Security Plus is one of those most accessible starting points for beginners, especially if you pair it with hands-on labs or hands-on certs with TryHackMe. But don't chase certifications for the sake of collecting them. Make sure your skills back them up. Step 7 is applying smart. Don't send the same resume everywhere and hope something sticks. Tailor each application. Highlight your lab experience specifically for that role. Talk about problems that you solved, not just the tools you used. Lean into your transferable skills also. Things like problem solving, communication, and any IT background you already have. That should go into your resume. Look for companies that may offer internships or apprenticeships. Here's the thing about transitioning into cybersecurity in 2026. It's not about having perfect background. It's about proving you can actually do the work. Structured learning paths, hands-on labs, and good support tools have made this more accessible than ever. Whether you're coming from IT, from a completely non-technical job, or you're fresh out of school, if you're motivated and consistent, you can make this happen. The only thing between you and your first cybersecurity role is step 1. So just start. Transitioning into cybersecurity in 2026, it's not about some ninja hacker in a hoodie skills. It's about proving you can solve problems in realistic environments. With structured learning paths, hands-on labs, and AI support, anyone motivated can make the leap with TryHackMe. Wherever you are coming from, whether you're experienced in any other domain or have no working experience at all, this is possible for you. Please, I would not tell you this if I wasn't 100% believing in you today. So promise me one thing. After watching this video, I don't want you to tell yourself, well, I'm going to start tomorrow. I want you to open your browser right now. Literally, after you stop watching this video, open tryhackme.com. Just start the pre-security path, or just pick any challenge, any room. You just have to get your hands dirty. I promise you, after you make that first step, everything will become so much easier. Then you're gonna go in day 2, in day 3, and before you know it, you are going to join me in the cybersecurity workforce, and we are going to be besties. I really hope you found this motivating. I'm going to be here together with TryHackMe to support you every step of the way. If you have any questions, comment them below. Find me on LinkedIn, ask me a question, DM me. Whatever you need along this journey, you are not alone, okay? TryHackMe has your best. We are really here to help you grow and to help you thrive in cybersecurity, because we need more people just like you. And if this was helpful, please do me a huge favor, give us a thumbs up. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments. We do want to make sure that we continue to listen to your feedback and deliver content that helps you on your journey. And I really hope that you are subscribed, because we're going to continue to make videos just like this, as well as walkthroughs to help you do some of the rooms and the challenges together. Okay, I'll see you next time.